Stand straight, close your eyes, take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in, hold it there. Oh, oh. Om Shri Ganeshaaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Yo antah pravishya mama vachamimaam prasuptaam sanjeevayatyakhila shakti dharasvadhamna अन्यांश हस्तचरण श्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये ईश्वरः परमः कृष्णः सच्चिदानन्दविग्रहः अनादिरादिर्गोविन्दः सर्वकारणकारणम् कृष्णं नारायणं वन्दे कृष्णं वन्दे व्रजप्रियम् कृष्णं द्वैपायनं वन्दे कृष्णं वन्दे पृथासुतम् सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः रमापतिपदाम्भोज परिस्फुरति मानसम् सेनापतिमहं वन्दे विश्वक्सेनं निरन्तरम् प्रह्लाद नारद पराशर पुण्डरीक व्यासम्बरीश शुक शौनक भीष्मदाल्भ्याम् रुक्माङ्गदार्जुन वसिष्ठ विभीषणादीन् पुण्यानि मान् परमभागवतान् स्मरामि ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतः चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजोवारिमृदां यथा विनिमयः यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकम् सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमः निर्मत्सराणां सदा वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदम् तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यते प्रकृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतम् पिबत भागवतं रसमालयम् मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरह कातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि यस्वानुभावमखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपमतितितीर्षतान्तमोऽन्धम् संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणकुह्यम् तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि गुरुं मुनीनाम् नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रये। यस्य भगवताख्या सर्वेषां भक्तिदां नृणां स एव करुणा सिन्धुः बोधितात्मा गुरुर्मम। तस्मै श्री वासुदेवाय धरणी गुरुरूपिणे तस्मै श्री वासुदेवाय धरणी सुररूपिणे गुरुवायुपुरेशाय तुभ्यं श्री गुरवे नमः। शङ्खचक्रगदा पद्मधारिणे गुरुरूपिणे गुरुवायुपुरेशाय वासुदेवाय ते नमः। संसारसागरे मग्नं दीनं मां करुणानिधे कर्मग्राहगृहीताङ्गं मामुद्धर भवार्णवात्। श्रीमद्भागवताख्योऽयं प्रत्यक्षः कृष्ण एव हि स्वीकृतोऽसि मया नाथ मुक्त्यर्थं भवसागरे। मनोरथो मदीयोऽयं सफलः सर्वथा त्वया निर्विघ्नेनैव कर्तव्यः दासोऽहं तव केशव। शुकरूपप्रबोधज्ञ सर्वशास्त्रविशारद एतत्कथा प्रकाशेन मदज्ञानं विनाशय। पीताम्बरं करविराजितचक्रशङ्खं कौमोदकी सरसिजं करुणासमुद्रम् राधासहायमतिसुन्दरमन्दहासं वातालयेश मनिशं हृदि भावयामि। वातालयेश मनिशं हृदि भावयामि। Pranams to the Lord. Pranams to all the Mahatmas in tonight's Bhagawat session. We are in our chapter 4. It's been a little over a month since we had our last session. So let's quickly recap the session. So what's happening in this chapter is, like when Sutta was speaking, so Shaunaka, who was the Rigveda student, and he was a large, he was the head of a large Gurukula. So this Shaunaka Maharajji, he has asked to Sudji Maharaj that, can you tell us the Bhagavad story again? What had happened that time? What did Shuka Maharajji recite to Parikshit? So Shaunaka is saying this to Sudji, that could you tell us all that over again? Then he raises a few questions regarding Bhagavad Gita. He asks him, when did this actually happen? Which yuga did this course happen? Where, which place did the Bhagavad Sapta, means Bhagavad was told first? Oops, did I miss that? So normally I'll remove the sound, but somehow it is there. So then Shaunak Maharajji is asking where it was. And then there was a comparison between Vedavyasji and Shukdev Maharajji, his own son, where Shukdev Maharajji is so one with all the surroundings and all, and he doesn't wear any clothes. He's Digambara. There is nothing. And people would often call him not so very mentally sound, or they will feel him that he is, some dull-witted or thing. But those who knew him, they know that he is going with oneness. So one example, they were saying that Shubji Maharaj was going in front, and behind him his father Vedvyasi is coming. And some women were bathing in the pond. Um, so when Shubji Maharaj passed, they didn't feel anything for Shubji Maharaj. But when Sir Vedvyasi, who was so well covered and on, and he's Vedvyasi, they all covered their bodies, the women who were taking bath. So it was asked, like, why like this? So then the greatness of the son is told that he doesn't see any difference. Everything is one for him. And people who know that, they become automatically one. They don't see any difference. But for Vyasji, they found that he has a difference. Though he is a great creator, though he is Bhagwanji, but this is the impression of what Shuji Maharaj is about. So questions were asked. Can you tell us more about him? Can you tell us how did he relate the Bhagavad story? Then they also said that how Shukdev Maharaji, when he would go for Bhiksha, he would not wait at any place longer. He would wait at a place as much as he could take to milk a cow. That's all. Whatever he gets, he gets. Doesn't get, doesn't get. And means his oneness has been spoken about so highly. So all these questions, when Chanakji Maharaj is asking, then they also ask that Parikshit Maharaji, who is Abhimanyu's son, they asked about his history also, how he was born, what was his childhood thing. Then they also asked about the emperor who had served the Pandavas. Hmm? So, how did he come and sat at the Ganges, leaving all the kingdom and all? What transpired between Parikshit Maharaj ji that he had to do this? So all these questions have been asked. So we have seen all this. Then he says that um, where are we? Yeah. So all these when questions has been asked, then Suji Maharaj begins to reply them one by one. Then he talks about the Dwapar Yuga. In the Dwapar Yuga, which is the third Yuga, so there was this great yogi, and who was actually a manifestation of Hari, and who was born to Satyavati ji from Parashar ji. So he begins to tell the whole story that how the Bhagavad Gita Katha has come out, and who has narrated to whom, and when did it actually happen. So now the whole thing is transported to the Dwapar Yuga. And then it was said that one day when he was taking bath and he sat in a lonely place, Vyasi Maharaj. So that time a visualization came to him, because Vyasi Maharaj, for him, it was Trikala Vadit Satya. He could see everything in the present moment. So he foresee that in Kali Yuga, how people will be devoid of bhakti, how people will not have any stamina to pray also, and how it is going to be so very difficult because of his jnani, because that he could, the time was born in him. He is not born in time. So even the future, it looked as in a present tense that's happening to him. So we have seen till this question, till this answer, that uh, how he visualized that people are going to suffer. In this, we have seen. So that is our mantra number 80. We have seen till then of fourth chapter. दुर्भगांश्च जनान् वीक्ष्य मुने. Oh, sorry, I went to my hand. I started. दुर्भगांश्च जनान् वीक्ष्य मुनिर्दिव्य. I'm going back into my Ramayana tune. Please forgive me. मुनिर्दिव्येन चक्षुषा सर्ववर्णाश्रमाणां यत् Dadhyo hitamamogha. So this was the last mantra we have seen. Let's go and start the 19th mantra. Those who want to volunteer, space it hands. Lataji, Vani. Chaturhotram karma shuddham.
चातुर्होत्रं कर्म शुद्धम्
चातुर्होत्रं कर्म शुद्धम्
प्रजानां वीक्ष वैदिकम्
प्रजानां वीक्ष्य वैदिकम्
प्रजानां वीक्ष्य वैदिकम्
व्यदधाद्यज्ञसन्तत्यै
व्यदधाद्यज्ञसन्तत्यै
वेदमेक
व्यदधाद्यज्ञसन्तत्यै
वेदमेकं चतुर्विधम्
वेदमेकं चतुर्विधम्
चातुर्होत्रं कर्म शुद्धं प्रजानां वीक्ष्य वैदिकम्
चातुर्होत्रं कर्म शुद्धम् प्रजानां वीक्ष्य वैदिकम्
चातुर्होत्रं कर्म शुद्धं प्रजानां वीक्ष्य वैदिकम्
व्यदधाद्यज्ञसन्तत्यै वेदमेकं चतुर्विधम्
व्यदधाद्यज्ञसन्तत्यै वेदमेकं चतुर्विधम्
व्यदधाद्यज्ञसन्तत्यै वेदमेकं चतुर्विधम्
चातुर्होत्रं कर्म शुद्धं प्रजानां वीक्ष्य वैदिकम् व्यदधाद्यज्ञसन्तत्यै वेदमेकं चतुर्विधम्
चातुर्होत्रं कर्म शुद्धं प्रजानां वीक्ष्य वैदिकं व्यदधाद्यज्ञसन्तत्यै वेदमेकं चतुर्विधम्.
So Vyasji, when he was in the morning, taken the jala for Achamaniyam and Shudri and all, then he sees this vision that people are going to suffer. In what would be people's welfare? So for the Loka Sangraha, for sake of people, he has to do something. So this was our mantra from 16, 17, 18, we saw this. So now in this mantra, what he saw, what he should give to people was Veda, which is such a big body of knowledge. Suddenly, if you give that much to people, it's difficult for them to digest. So, what did he do? He did Chatur Hotra. Chatur Hotra is like Chaturhu is 4 and Hotra is the Agni. So, he made the format of yajna, how it has to be done. And it is done by a certain way where there will be a hota, where there will be a advaryu, there will be udgata brahmana. So if you are following the Gita Press book, you see in the footnote over there. So who is the hota? The function of a hota is to invoke the gods by reciting the Rigveda. That of a advaryu is to measure the sacrificial ground, to build the altar, means the yajna kunda, to prepare the vessels for the yajna, to fetch the wood and water, to light the fire, while repeating Yajur Veda and so on. And that of a Udgata is what? Is to chant Samaveda. Hmm? And so Samaveda, we all know it's in a singing tone. And that of Brahma is to supervise the sacrificial performance. Sacrificial performance means yajna, yajna kunda, yajna homa. And whatever mistakes are happening, that needs to be corrected. So these are the Chaturhotram. And to oversee all the Vaidika activities, he performed this. Vyadadhat, he made such a provision so that people could do the Yajna Karya in great details. And that same one Veda, he divided into 4 parts. Vedam Ekam Santatya Chaturvidham. Yeah, for betterment or Santatya, or to make, it very much in detail, he divided the Vedas into 4 parts. Who? Vedyas. Yeah, for the welfare of people. Chaturhotram karma shuddham prajanam viksha vaidikam vyatadhadyatnya santatyai vedamekam chaturvidham. Sorry, I have lost my usual tune. I'm getting into the Ramayana tune only. I tried my best to listen it. Let's go, we'll continue for the next. Rityaju samatharva ऋग्यजु सामाथर्वाख्या
ऋग्यजुः सामाथर्वाख्या
and it's like this to believe. Okay, continue Lataji.
Okay.
Vedashtatvar uddhitaha.
वेदाश्चत्वार उद्धृताः
We are back. Can unmute. Can unmute. Yeah.
Sorry, dropped off.
Into this source. Vedashtatvar uddhitaha. Step. इतिहासपुराणञ्च
इतिहासपुराणञ्च
पञ्चमो वेद उच्यते
पञ्चमो वेद उच्यते
चातुर्होत्रं
I think Dhani, your internet is not supporting you today. Could you chant the full verse, Lataji?
Okay. ऋग्यजुः सामाथर्वाख्या वेदाश्चत्वार उद्धृताः इतिहासपुराणञ्च पञ्चमो वेद उच्यते.
So what did Vedvyasji do? He made the rules and regulations, and one Veda which was there, he divided it into 4 parts, and he formed them as Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, and Atharva Veda. Then he clubbed all the Itihasas and Puranas. What is our Itihasa? Our Itihasa is Ramayana and Mahabharata. And Puranas, we have 18 Puranas. So this Itihas, that is Ramayana and Mahabharata, that's a history. Huh? So when people say it as mythology, please take it as offense. Mythology means it is something which is imaginary, not happened. Whereas Itihasa, this is how it happened, is Itihasa, which is history, which is truth. So Ramayana and Mahabharata has actually happened. Krishna and Rama are our heroes. They were the kings. They did what they did in that circumstances. They are our heroes, not mythology, not imaginary, not somebody from the movie, not only for the screenplay. It actually happened. Ramji lived the life actually what he did. Ramji's mother did ask such kind of a boon. Ramji did go to the forest for that. There were demons that he were. So actually, when we think demons and all, we think with somebody with a horn and something. Now, in our daily life also, we see vicious people around. Okay. And then do we exclude ourselves? No, sometimes we also have that Rajatama Guna so much we are not in the state of Sattva. We also become like that. So there, everything is in us only. That only we will have to always keep correcting, and that only we can correct. We can't correct people. We can correct only ourselves. So, coming to the point, Itihasa is Ramayana Mahabharat. Ramayana Mahabharat, please don't call it as mythology. That we should be proud of, and our hero should be Ram and Krishna. It can't be any Bollywood, Hollywood, Bollywood, whatever heroes. It can't be that. Then they also, that Itihas and Purana, Panchamo Veda Uchyate. So though Veda is one, for convenience of people, it was divided into four. And then Itihas and Purana is also called as fifth Veda. This is what the verse tells us. So we'll have to be, get this clarity in this, because Bhagavatam is the mantra and it is guiding us. And this is being told that how things were and how things are happening, unfolding. So this is our reference point. Our Panchama Veda is Itihas and Purana. Rugyaju Samatharvakhya Veda Sattvar Udhridaha Itihasa Puranancha Panchamo Veda Uchyate Tatra. So, yeah. Tatra Vedadhara Pailaha.
तत्र ऋग्वेदधरः पैलः
Samago Jaimini Kavihi.
सामगो जैमिनिः कविः
Vaishampayan evaikaha.
वैशम्पायन एवैकः
Nishnato yajushamuta.
निष्णातो यजुषामुत
Tatrarvedadharas pailaha. Samago Jaiminih Kavihi.
तत्र ऋग्वेदधरः पैलः सामगो जैमिनिः कविः
Vaishampayan evaikaha. Nishnato yajushamuta.
Is it Vaishampayan or Payana?
Vaishampayana evaikaha Nishnato yajushamuta.
वैशम्पायन एवैकः निष्णातो यजुषामुत तत्र ऋग्वेदधरः पैलः सामगो जैमिनिः कविः वैशम्पायन एवैकः निष्णातो यजुषामुत.
So now, which Rishi received which Veda? So over here, what it is said, Paila. Pailaha, that is a Rishi's name. So he received Tatra Rigveda Dharaha. He was Rigveda Dhara, who Paila Rishi. Then Samago Jaiminihi. So Rishi Jaimini, he was the first one who learned how Samaveda has to be chanted, because it's in a singing tone. Then Vaishampayana Evam Ekaha Nishnataha Yajusha Muta. He was the only one sage who could master Yajurveda. Which Rishi? Vaishampayan Rishi. So 3 rishis name we have over here: Paila, Jaimini, and Vaishampayan for Sama and Yajush. Tatrarvedadharah Pailaha Samako Jaiminih Kavihi Vaishampayana Evaikaha Nishnato Yajushamuta. Sajiv ji, Radha Krishnan ji. Atharvangirasamasi
अथर्वाङ्गिरसामासीत्
अथर्वाङ्गीरसामासीत्
Sumantardaruno Munihi
सुमन्तुर्दारुणो मुनिः
सुमन्दुर्दारुणो मुनिः
Itihasa Purananam
इतिहासपुराणानाम्
इतिहासपुराणानाम्
Pitamero Maharushanaha
पितामेरो महर्षणः
पितामेरो महर्षणः
Atharvangirasamasi Sumantardaruno Munihi
अथर्वाङ्गरसामासीत् सुमन्तर्दारुणो मुनिः
अथर्वाङ्गिरसामासीत् सुमन्दुर्दारुणो मुनिः
Itihasa Purananam Pitamero Maharshanaha
इतिहासपुराणानाम् पितामेरो महर्षणः
इतिहासपुराणानाम् पितामेरो महर्षणः
अथर्वाङ्गरसामासीत् सुमन्तुर्दारुणो मुनिः इतिहासपुराणानाम् पितामेरो महर्षणः
अथर्वाङ्गिरसामासीत् सुमन्दुर्दारुणो मुनिः इतिहासपुराणानाम् पितामेरो महर्षणः
So Atharvangirasaha Asit Sumantuhu Darunaha Munihi. So Darunaha is like the seriousness of Atharva Veda, the expertness of Atharva Veda. Son of Daruna, who? Sage Sumantu. So he got Atharva. And then Me Pita, my father. Who is saying this? Suchi is saying this. Roma Harshanaha, he gained the mastery over Itihasa Puranana. On Itihasa and Purana, it was Roma Harshan. Atharvangirasamasi Sumantardaruno Munihi Itihasa Purananam Pitamero Maharshanaha Taetarushayo Vedam
तयेतर्षयो वेदम्
तयेदर्शयो वेदम्
Swam Swam Vyasyanane Katha
स्वं स्वं व्यस्यन्ननेकधा
स्वं स्वं व्यस्यन्ननेकधा
Shishyai Prashishyai Stachishyai
शिष्यैः प्रशिष्यैस्तच्छिष्यैः
शिष्यैः प्रशिष्यैस्तच्छिष्यैः
Shishyaihi Visarga.
शिष्यैः प्रशिष्यैस्तच्छिष्यैः
Little tricky. Vedaste Shakhino Bhavan
वेदास्ते शाखिनो भवन्
वेदास्ते शाखिनो भवन्
Taetarushayo Vedam Swam Swam Vyasyanane Kadha Shishyai Prashishyai Stachishyai Vedaste Shakhino Bhavan
एतर्षयो वेदं स्वं स्वं व्यस्यन्ननेकधा शिष्यैः प्रशिष्यैस्तच्छिष्यैः वेदास्ते शाखिनो भवन्
तयेदर्शयो वेदं स्वं स्वं व्यस्यन्यनेकधा शिष्यैः प्रशिष्यैस्तच्छिष्यैः वेदास्ते शाखिनो भवन्.
So, there is that sandhi, no, in Gita so many times, eki matra goes lopa. So this te, ete, like that. So when there is a swara, the previous ekara is going. So te, ete, rushayah, vedam, swam, vyasyan, anekadha, शिष्यैः प्रशिष्यैः तच्छिष्यैः वेदाः ते शाखिनः अभवन् वेदाः शाखिनः अभवन् Vedas became of various branches. How? Because te rishayah, these rishis who were so proficient in their Vedas, in their own Vedas, swam, vyasyan, they were like, they presented what? Anekadha, in different ways. To whom? Their students, and the students had their students, and those students had their students. So like this, though Veda was one body, for the betterment of people, Vedvyasa did it into 4 parts. Then one Rishi got that. Then that Rishi was proficient in that particular Veda. Then he again, though at Rishi made so many Shishyas with different proficiencies, and they made branches of the Veda. So Veda is actually only one. This we should always know. It's not 4 Vedas. Veda is one. Then as we will grow a little better into this, we will know how it was divided. Some was by prose, some was by poetry, some was by prose and poetry. So how the mantra ucharana is done, like that the division of the Vedas, where she had done. Prose was Rig Veda, singing was Sam Veda. Okay. तयेतऋषयो वेदं स्वं यस्यन्ननेकधा शिष्यैः प्रशिष्यैस्तच्छिष्यैः वेदास्ते शाखिनो भवन् त एव वेदा दुर्मेधैः
त एव वेदा दुर्मैधैः
एव वेदा दुर्मैधैः
Durmai is not there. Huh? Both of you said mai. Durmedha. Durmedhaihi.
त एव वेदा दुर्मेदैः
Medha, the Mahaprana.
दुर्मेधैः
त एव वेदा दुर्मेधैः
धार्यन्ते पुरुषैर्यथा
धार्यन्ते पुरुषैर्यथा
धार्यन्ते पुरुषैर्यथा
एवञ्चकार भगवान्
एवञ्चकार भगवान्
एवञ्चकार भगवान्
व्यासः कृपणवत्सलः
व्यासः कृपणवत्सलः
व्यासः कृपणवत्सलः
स एव वेदा दुर्मेधैः धार्यन्ते पुरुषैर्यथा
त एव वेदा दुर्मेधैः धार्यन्ते पुरुषैर्यथा
त एव वेदा दुर्मेधैः धार्यन्ते पुरुषैर्यथा
एवञ्चकार भगवान् व्यासः कृपणवत्सलः
एवञ्चकार भगवान् व्यासः कृपणवत्सलः
एवञ्चकार भगवान् व्यासः कृपणवत्सलः
त एव वेदा दुर्मेधैः धार्यन्ते पुरुषैर्यथा एवञ्चकार भगवान् व्यासः कृपणवत्सलः
एव वेदा दुर्मेधैः धार्यन्ते पुरुषैर्यथा एवञ्चकार भगवान् व्यासः कृपणवत्सलः
So why did this division happen? So durmedhaihi dharyante purushaihi. So durmedhaihi purushaihi dharyante. For people who have not got so much of memory capacity, those who are the harsher way to say is the dull-headed people and dull-witted people. For them, the division is so. Sometimes I feel, oh, even if that division also we are not able to study, means in what category we will be, like that I feel sometimes. So it is of that kind of a level. So here it is saying, Te eva vedaha, that same one Veda, durmedhaihi purushaihi dharyante, for them to hold. Durmedha means those who don't have a good intellectual capacity, for them to hold. Evam chakara Bhagavan, like this Bhagavan Vyasji has chakara, done this. Why? Krupanavatsalah. He was so compassionate that he had to divide this and feed people in bites and parts and branches so that dull-witted people can hold it. Taiva Veda Durmedhaihi Dharyante Purushair Evan Chakara Bhagavan Vyasa Krupanavatsalah. Nikhila Shri Hari Stri-shudra-dvija-bandhunam
स्त्रीशूद्रद्विजबन्धूनां
त्रयीन-श्रुतिगोचरा
त्रयीन-श्रुतिगोचरा
कर्मश्रेयसि मूढानाम्
कर्मश्रेयसि मूढानां
श्रेय एवं भवेदिह
श्रेय एवं भवेदिह
श्रेय एवं भवेदिह
भवेदिह
श्रेय एवं भवेदिह
इति भारतमाख्यानम्
इति भारतमाख्यानम्
कृपया मुनिना कृतम्
कृपया मुनिना कृतम्
स्त्रीशूद्रद्विजबन्धूनां त्रयीन-श्रुतिगोचरा. If you want to take on a higher note, please take, Sri Hariji. Your normal pitch is high.
स्त्रीशूद्रद्विजबन्धूनां त्रयीन-श्रुतिगोचरा
स्त्रीशूद्रद्विजबन्धूनां त्रयीन-श्रुतिगोचरा
कर्म श्रेयसि मूढानां श्रेय एवं भवेदिह
कर्मश्रेयसि मूढानां श्रेय एवं भवेदिह
कर्मश्रेयसि मूढानां श्रेय एवं भवेदिह
इति भारतमाख्यानम् कृपया मुनिना कृतम्
इति भारतमाख्यानम् कृपया मुनिना कृतम्
इति भारतमाख्यानं कृपया मुनिना कृतम्
स्त्रीशूद्रद्विजबन्धूनां त्रयीन-श्रुतिगोचरा कर्मश्रेयसि मूढानां श्रेय एवं भवेदिह इति भारतमाख्यानम् कृपया मुनिना कृतम्
स्त्रीशूद्रद्विजबन्धूनां त्रयीन-श्रुतिगोचरा कर्मश्रेयसि मूढानां श्रेय एवं भवेदिह इति भारतमाख्यानं कृपया मुनिना कृतम्.
So, so what happens? Stri, Shudra, Dvijabandhunam. So there were people who were not allowed to hear Shruti Vakyas. No Shruti Gochara. They cannot go even near to hear Veda Vakyas. Like if you're Shudra, Brahmanas who are not having ability. Oh, we have, oh, can women chant? And we'll sing, of course, why not? But those days, some had a notion that, oh, women should not chant, women should not do this. You are of a lower caste, you cannot do this. So such things were people's notion, but actually they never existed. So Vedas were open for all. But then if people are having such notions and they were not allowed to hear na shruti gochara, then karma shreyasi mudhanam shreyam evam bhavet iha. Then how to do the rituals also they will not know because they cannot hear all how to do the karmas, the rituals, what we are supposed to do, the pujas, how to do everything is coming from Vedas, right? If you're not supposed to hear only Veda, you are not allowed to, then how would you know how to do what? So then, Vyasa Maharaj has done Bharatam Akyanam. So he did in Mahabharata, he kept the mantras in such a way that through Mahabharata, by listening to Mahabharata, this Muni's grace, by his compassionate, he made in that. And here we are told, oh, don't keep Mahabharata in your house, and the house will become a war place. Nothing doing. Please bring Ramayana and Mahabharata and keep it in the house. And please open it and read it. And please practice it also. So, all such things are not true. We should have our own scriptures in our house, and we should. It's not the okay. Do you have a Harry Potter set? Kids are talking to another. So to have that on the shelf, like, okay, this set of books. No, we should feel proud of our itihasas and Puranas. Do you have 18 Puranas on your shelf? So those who don't have, please hit Gita Press Gorakhpur and get your 18 Puranas. Oh, can we keep Garuda Purana? Except Garuda Purana, we can get everything, right? Because it's only to be read during. Please don't have any kind of such notions. All things are part of the Veda. That's a Panchama Veda. These are our scriptures. When to read, how to read, get the directions. But, we should, unless and until it comes inside the house, where the kids are going to get exposure to. So, at least the first step, let the scriptures come in the house. Then Arvina. श्रीशूद्रद्विजबन्धूनां त्रयीन श्रुतिगोचरा कर्म श्रेयसि मूढानां श्रेय एवं भवेदिह इति भारतमाख्यानं कृपया मुनिना कृतम् एवं प्रवृत्तस्य सदा
एवं प्रवृत्तस्य सदा
एवं प्रवृत्तस्य सदा
भूतानां श्रेयसि द्विजाः
भूतानां श्रेयसि द्विजाः
भूतानां श्रेयसे द्विजाः
सर्वात्मकेनापि यदा
सर्वात्मकेनापि यदा
सर्वात्मकेनापि यदा
नातुष्यद्धृदयं ततः
नातुष्यद्धृतयन् ततः
नातुष्यद्धृतयन्ततः
एवं प्रवृत्तस्य सदा भूतानां श्रेयसि द्विजाः
एवं प्रवृत्तस्य सदा भूतानां श्रेयसि द्विजाः
एवं प्रवृत्तस्य सदा भूतानां श्रेयसे द्विजाः
सर्वात्मकेनापि यदा नातुष्यद्धृदयं ततः
सर्वात्मकेनापि यदा नातुष्यद्धृदयं ततः
सर्वात्मकेनापि यदा नातुष्यद्धृदयन्ततः
एवं प्रवृत्तस्य सदा भूतानां श्रेयसे द्विजाः सर्वात्मकेनापि यदा नातुष्यद्हृदयं ततः
एवं प्रवृत्तस्य सदा भूतानां श्रेयसे द्विजाः सर्वात्मकेनापि यदा नातुष्यद्धृदयं ततः.
So now what happened? Evam pravrittasya. In this way, like when he was engaged, sada, always, bhutanam shreyasi, for the welfare of the people, vijaha, O Brahmana, because those were the gatherings where he was addressing. Sarvatmakena yada, means for everybody's, for all living creatures, he was doing everything good. But yada, so that time, na atushyat hrudayam tataha. That time, he was not feeling completely happy with it. Though it was a very massive and a very good work done, there was some kind of not so complete happiness he was deriving. So what is happening next? That we will see in the next verse. Evam pravrittasya sada bhutanam shreyasi dvijaha sarvatmakenapi yada natushyad hridayam tataha. Sumita ji. Nati prasiddha hridayaha. Sumita ji, you have raised your hand. Your mic and camera is off.
Sorry, I just wanted to say that I want to be in listening mode.
Okay.
So,
Fine. So no need to raise the hand. You can bring your. So raising hand is for those who want to chant and volunteer. You
I'm
can-
sorry for that.
No
Thank you.
problem. Thank you. You can take it. Okay, Lata ji. Okay, Radha Krishna ji is there. Okay. Nati prasidat dhridayaha
नाति प्रसीदधृतधृदयः
नादिप्रसीदधृतयः
sarasvatyastate shuchau
सरस्वत्यास्तटे शुचौ
सरस्वत्यास्तडे शुचौ
vitarkayan viviktasthaha. So
Is
Visarga's
there a
lopa
Visarga?
has happened. Yeah, so Visarga's lopa has happened and we have to provide Visarga. Whenever Swara comes, the previous Visarga goes into lopa by some rule. Sandhi rule, we are going to see Sandhis in great detail. 1 month Sandhi class we should do. All
With
for
that,
throughout the week. Not just the Sanskrit. Bhagavad also turned into Sanskrit. Raman also in Sandhi, because for all the classes it's necessary. So maybe 1 week like that we should turn. Okay. Continue.
with that, can you, the tune I forgot now.
Yeah,
Vitarkayan
with this tune,
viviktas.
I'm chanting it a few times and few scriptures. So now even my tune for the Bhagavatam, which
I know,
we
I
have
was
said,
just listening also. Just I went back. Yes, the tune is different. The
and
old
this is
recording I
Ramayana
was listening.
tune. This is
Yeah.
Ramayana tune that is coming.
Yeah.
And this tune I use in my night chanting because this tune makes the chanting faster.
Okay.
And when we are doing the parayana, this tune helps. So that's why and I'm not able to go. So in the mind, I'm saying the old tune, but the chanting is coming
Yes.
the tune. Never mind. The way the Lord wishes, let it happen. Vitarkayan viviktasthaha.
Vitarkayan viviktasthah.
वितर्कयन् विविक्तस्तः
Idam provacha dharmavit.
Idam provacha dharmavit.
इदं प्रोवाच धर्मवित्.
There are 2 minutes for the session to finish. Can we just quickly go through the remaining verses and I'll tell the gist of the meaning so that we can complete the chapter and not Though it is 10 o'clock in Singapore and we have, so we will just continue the next verses and then we chant it as a whole. धृतव्रतेन हि मया
धृतव्रतेन हि मया
धृतव्रतेन हि मया
हन्तांसि गुरवोऽग्नयः
छन्दांसि गुरवोऽग्नयः
छन्दांसि गुरवोऽग्नयः
मानिता निर्व्यलीकेन
मानिता निर्व्यलीकेन
मान्यता निर्व्यलीकेन
गृहीतं चानुशासनम्
गृहीतं चानुशासनम्
गृहीतं चानुशासनम्
भारतव्यपदेशेन
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 नाम्नायार्थश्च दर्शितः
ह्याम्नायार्थश्च दर्शितः
याम्नायार्थश्च दर्शितः
दृश्यते यत्र धर्मादि
दृश्यते यत्र धर्मादि
दृश्यते यत्र धर्मादि
स्त्रीशूद्रादिभिरप्युत
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 तथापि बत मे दैह्यः
तथापि बत मे दैह्यः
तथापि बत मे दैह्यः
दैह्यः did you say
दैह्यः or दैह्याः
no
दैह्यः
correct दैह्यः
तथापि बत मे दैह्यः
यात्मा चैवात्मना विभुः
ह्यात्मा चैवात्मना विभुः
यात्मा चैवात्मना विभुः
असम्पन्न इवा भाति
असम्पन्न इव भाति
असम्पन्न इवा भाति
ब्रह्मवर्चस्य सत्तमः
ब्रह्मवर्चस्य सत्तमः
ब्रह्मवर्चस्य सत्तमः
want to complete till here and then go ahead.
Okay, shall I?
Yeah, please read it.
We'll do it. Yeah.
Yes.
नाति प्रसीदधृदयः no नाति प्रसीदधृदयः सरस्वत्यास्तटे शुचौ वितर्कयन् विविक्तस्थः इदं प्रोवाच धर्मवित् धृतव्रतेन हि मया छन्दांसि गुरवोऽग्नयः मानिता निर्व्यलीकेन गृहीतं चानुशासनम् भारतव्यपदेशेन ह्याम्नायार्थश्च दर्शितः दृश्यते यत्र धर्मादि स्त्रीशूद्रादिभिरप्युत तथापि बत मे दैह्यः ह्यात्मा चैवात्मना विभुः असम्पन्न इव भाति ब्रह्मवर्चस्य सत्तम
नादिप्रसीददृग्धदयः सरस्वत्यास्तडे शुचौ वितर्कयन् विविक्तस्तः इदं प्रोवाच धर्मवित् धृतव्रतेन हि मया छन्दांसि गुरवोऽग्नयः मानिता निर्व्यलीकेन गृहीतं चानुशासनम् भारतव्यपदेशेन ह्याम्नायार्थश्च दर्शितः दृश्यते यत्र धर्मादि स्त्रीशूद्रादिभिरप्युत तथा विबत मे तथा विबत मे दह्यः यात्मा चैवात्मना विभुः असम्पन्न इवा भाति ब्रह्मवर्चस्य सत्तमः
न अति prasidat, ati prasidat, hridayaha. In my heart, I'm not feeling so very happy. So, Saraswatyaha tate, at the banks of the river Saraswati, tate, shucho, pavitra, by becoming, pure and all, vitarkayan. He was sitting and thinking, viviktastaha, in a secluded place. Idam uvacha dharmavit. So he is knowing dharmavit. He is the knower of dharma jnana, righteousness. And then he said to himself, sitting on the bank of Saraswati, doing all the purificatory things, he said, he's not feeling content in his heart. Something is still picking. Oh, Vyasji. And then he said to himself, Dhritavratena himaya, by holding on a very tight vrata, very strict vrata, by doing some strict tapas. Chandamsi Guravagnayaha. So all these chandasas and all, and the Vedic mantras and all, he has made it easy for people. And he has also given Bharata Vyapadeshena. Through Mahabharat Katha, even for Amnartha is like the Veda Vakyas, he has made it very simple to even Stri Shudras and all. But even then also, Dahyaha means staying in this body. Dahya. From Deha, Dahyaha. Having been stayed in the body, means in the body condition, what is that I'm lacking is, I'm knowing everything, but somewhere the self. So by knowledge it is there, but asampanna, some incomplete. I'm not feeling complete and purnatva feeling is not coming. Though everything I have done, he's talking to himself. So what is that I am lacking? Where is this incompleteness coming from? That anubhuti probably he's looking for. Completeness anubhuti is lacking. This he's speaking to his own self. Nati prasidadhridayaha sarasvatyastate shuchau vitarkayan viviktasthaha idam provacha dharmavit dhritavratena himaya. Is the fireworks disturbing? Is the sound disturbing? Yeah. Okay, for me, there is loud noise of fireworks for the Murugan temple, the Ipusam. So over here, it's a big thing, the stadium. It's not happening over here. So the final firework is happening. I'm glad if it is not catching up on that. But over here, there is loud noise. Dhritavratena himaya chandamsi guravognayaha manita nirvyalikena grihitan chanushasanam bharatavyapadeshena hyamnayarthascha darshitaha krishyate yatra dharmadi strishudradibhirapyuta tathapi patame darshyah Yatma chaivatmana vibhuः asampanna iva bhati brahmavarchasya sattamaha. Continue. Kim va bhagavata dharmaha.
Kim va bhagavata dharmaha.
किं वा भागवता धर्माः
Na prayena nirupitaha.
Na prayena nirupitaha.
न प्रायेण निरूपिताः
Priyah paramahamsanam.
Priyah paramahamsanam.
प्रियाः परमहंसानाम्
Eva hyachyuta priyaha.
Ta eva hyachyuta priyaha.
त एव ह्यच्युतप्रियाः
Tasyaivankilamatmanam.
Tasyaivankhilamatmanam.
तस्यैवं खिलमात्मानम्
मन्यमानस्य खिद्यतः
मन्यमानस्य खिद्यतः
मन्यमानस्य खिद्यतः
कृष्णस्य नारदोऽभ्यागात्
कृष्णस्य नारदो कृष्णस्य नारदोऽभ्यागात्
कृष्णस्य नारदोऽभ्यागात्
भगात् आश्रमं आश्रमं प्रागुदाहृतम्
आश्रमं प्रागुदाहृतम्
आश्रमं प्रागुदाहृतम्
तमभिज्ञाय सहसा
तमभिज्ञाय सहसा
तमभिज्ञाय सहसा
प्रत्युत्थायागतं मुनिः
प्रत्युत्थायागतं मुनिः
प्रत्युत्थायागतं मुनिः
पूजयामास विधिवत्
पूजयामास विधिवन्
विधिवत्
विधिवत्
because we broke
पूजया
the sandhi.
ओके पूजयामास विधिवत्
पूजयामास विधिवत्
नारदं सुरपूजितम्
नारदं सुरपूजितम्
sorry
नारदं सुरपूजितम्
ॐ तत्सत् इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे
ॐ तत्सत् इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे
ॐ तत्सत् भगवते महापुराणे
पारमहंस्यां संहितायां
पारमहंस्यां संहितायां पारमहंस्यां संहितायां
पारमहंस्यां संहितायां
प्रथमस्कन्धे नैमिषीयोपाख्याने चतुर्थोऽध्यायः हरि ओम्
प्रथमस्कन्धे नैमिषीयोपाख्याने चतुर्थोऽध्यायः हरि ओम् तत्सत्
प्रथमस्कन्धे नैमिषीयोपाख्याने चतुर्थोऽध्यायः हरिः ओम्
किं वा भागवता am I changing the tune किं
please.
वा भागवता धर्माः न प्रायेण निरु I think I'm
भागवता धर्माः न प्रायेण निरूपिताः
किं वा भागवता धर्माः न प्रायेण निरूपिताः प्रियाः परमहंसानां त एव ह्यच्युतप्रियाः तस्यैवङ्खिलमात्मानं मन्यमानस्य खिद्यतः कृष्णस्य नारदोऽभ्यागात् आश्रमं प्रागुदाहृतम् तमभिज्ञाय सहसा प्रत्युत्थायागतं मुनिः पूजयामास विधिवत् नारदं सुरपूजितम् इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां प्रथमस्कन्धे नैमिषीयोपाख्याने चतुर्थोऽध्यायः हरि ओम् तत्सत्
किं वा भागवता धर्माः न प्रायेण निरूपिताः
प्रायेण किं वा भागवता धर्माः न प्रायेण निरूपिताः
किं वा भागवता धर्माः न प्रायेण निरूपिताः प्रियाः परमहंसानां त एव ह्यच्युतप्रियाः तस्यैवं खिलमात्मानं मन्यमानस्य खिद्यतः कृष्णस्य नारदो व्यागात् आश्रमं प्रागुदाहृतम् तमभिज्ञाय सहसा प्रत्युत्थायागतं मुनिः पूजयामास विधिवत् नारदं सुरपूजितम् ॐ तत्सत् इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां प्रथमस्कन्धे नैमिषीयोपाख्याने चतुर्थोऽध्यायः हरिः ओम्
Kimva, or is it that Bhagavata Dharmaha Prayena na Nirupitaha? What is a Bhagavad Dharma? The virtues, how the tapas has to be done, how the puja has to be done, how, and how one must conduct. There is something called as Bhagavad Dharma. So I must have na Nirupitaha Prayena. I must have not expounded that very well. And Paramahamsaram, that means those who are realized sages, the Mahatmas, the saints, Priyaha Ataeva Achyutapriya. So maybe they are liking those virtues, the Bhagavata Dharma, and probably I have not done that much. And that thinking like that, Hidyataha, with that sorrow, Krishnasya, means this Dvaipaya, Krishna Dvaipayana, he was sitting over there, Khilatmanam, with a depressed bhava. That time, Naradaha Abhyagamat Ashramam Pragudharmi. That time Narada comes to his ashram. Then when Narada has come, he pratyuthaya, he gets up, and then vidhivat, whatever is the right way to do, pujayamasa, he welcomes Naraji, does his puja and all. He was a Sura Pujita. He is the revered sage. So what happens with that? That would be the next chapter. In this way, in this Naimishopyakhana, we have completed our fourth chapter. Kim va bhagavata dharmaha na prayena nirupitaha priyah paramahamsanam taeva hyachyuta priyaha tasyaivankhilamaatmanam manyamanasya khidyataha krishnasya narado bhyagat ashramam pragudahitam tamabhityaya sahasa प्रत्युत्थायागतं मुनिः पूजयामास विधिवत् नारदं सुरपूजितम् ॐ तत्सत् इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां प्रथमस्कन्धे नैमिषीयोपाख्याने चतुर्थोऽध्यायः हरिः ओम् सदा सर्वत्र गोविन्द नाम संकीर्तनं गोविन्दा गोविन्दा Narayana Akhila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. With His grace, we borrowed some few minutes from even the daily Gita and somehow we have completed. I hope Lord gives us stability in our Bhagavad session because it's so sweet. But our sankalpas are not getting enough strength, I guess, that it takes one month gap to revive the class again and again. But I'm so proud of all of you that somehow you make it for the class, though it is happening so unfrequently or irregularly. But may at this Thaipusam day, I pray to the Lord of the Lord, Muruga, that give us some strength and regularity, because that grace is needed too. We can't do Bhagavatam just like that. So He will only guide us. And we'll enter the 5th chapter next Monday. Any doubts in today's verses that we have seen? So we'll end the session and immediately go to Sunday Rikuta. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu Hari Om everyone. See you all at Daily Gita.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om. Thank you, Varsha.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Hari Om, Varshaji, thank you.
you, Ji. Hari Om.